Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Penthouse Frequency. My name is Carla Elizondo. I'm a licensed psychotherapist and mindset coach, and I am so excited to be starting this podcast, finally, the Penthouse Frequency. And I'll tell you what that name means in just a minute. But on this podcast, we are going to discuss and explore all things personal and spiritual development. I have personally been through many trials. I have learned a lot of lessons, so hopefully you don't have to. I will share all of my insights from my background in therapy, my master's in clinical psychology, as well as all of the personal development work that I have done over the years. I have overcome anxiety, depression, addiction. I used to use alcohol to cope with my lower basement frequency and my emotional basements. And remaining regulated, having my nervous system regulated, regulating my emotions, understanding how my thoughts truly create my life is my number one goal in life. Emotional regulation, peace, inner peace. And that is what I help with, both with my therapeutic clients and my coaching clients. I really help them understand their subconscious mind, what is creating the results in their life, and more importantly, how you can change it. So again, on this podcast, we are going to discuss all things personal and spiritual development, how you can live a more empowered life, be the creator in your life, and truly achieve the goals you want. I love manifestation. Self-image is a huge concept, self-concept, right? They call it self-concept too. Dr. Maxwell Maltz talks about that. He really made it famous in psychocybernetics. I am a bookworm. Again, I'm a student at heart, and I love sharing everything that I learn, what has been helpful for me, and I trust that it will be helpful for you as well. So I'm really excited to go on this journey, but a little bit about why this is called the Penthouse Frequency. So I talk in metaphor. Metaphor is my love language. So I want you to just imagine that you are a building, like a big skyscraper, and you have many different floors within you metaphorically, emotional floors. Sometimes we can find ourselves at an emotional basement, down the dumpsters, really dark, deep, dense, low feeling vibrationally. Or we can find ourselves in the penthouse, feeling so light and opulent and abundant and gorgeous, and then everywhere in between. We're human. We are going to feel all the emotions that a human being feels. This is not in no way to deny what we feel, but it's really to take that fearless moral inventory of where do we dwell? Where do we dwell? What is our predominant mood? What is our predominant frequency? And when I got into this work of manifestation and really being the creator of my life, I used to hear those words being thrown around: vibration, frequency. What's the difference between vibration and frequency? So I went to my metaphorical dictionary in my mind, and I took concepts that I've learned from other beautiful teachers. And one of them being this building concept, imagining that we are a building and we have many different floors. And depending on how we feel, depending on how we vibrate, our vibrational state will dictate what floor or frequency we're on. So if you imagine a building and just replace the word floor for frequency, it's like an actual place that we dwell. Metaphorically and physically, right? We all exist within a certain frequency in our life. Like we are on a timeline. We are on a frequency. But what gets us there? And what can change our frequency? It's our vibration, depending on our vibrational state. So let's describe vibration. Every time we have a thought, we have an emotion. It causes an emotion. It causes a reaction in our physical body. And we'll get into the details of neurochemicals that get bathed in our body, neurotransmitters, but I want you to just think of the way we feel, how you're vibrating. When we talk about emotions or feelings and the labels we put on them, for example, happy, sad, depressed, excited, elated, these are just labels that we put on the conscious awareness of the vibrational state we're in. Okay, so we have these words. Today I'm feeling really excited. Today I'm feeling so amazing. That is just a label we're putting on. I am so consciously aware that I am in a high vibrational state. We don't talk like that. We say, I'm excited. If I were to walk up to you and say, I am consciously aware that I'm in a low vibrational state, you would look at me like I have three heads. I would really walk up to you and say, you know what, today I feel really upset. Upset and a low vibrational state are the same thing. I love the book Power versus Force by Dr. David Hawkins, where he talks about the consciousness scale. And if you can picture that in your mind, if you're familiar, he rates the different vibrations that we feel, or our conscious awareness levels, from low to high. And we feel that in our everyday life. So that was just a quick synopsis of where this title came from for this podcast. The Penthouse Frequency, that's where I try to dwell within myself. Higher frequencies, higher vibrations, and understanding that I'm human and I will fall into the basement, right? Emotional basement at times, beyond that basement frequency, feeling lower vibes, if you will, and not denying them, but just noticing when I'm there and how I can climb up to higher floors one by one and get up to that emotional penthouse. So inner peace, emotional regulation, and calm truly are my number one goal in life. And the manifestation hack there is when you are vibing high, when you're in a high vibrational state, everything comes to you with ease. When we truly embody a calm, regulated, receptive, rest and digest, parasympathetic nervous system, that's the key to unlocking all of the abundance that we want to receive in life. So more on that later. I just wanted to say hello, introduce myself, and introduce this amazing podcast, The Penthouse Frequency. Thank you so much for listening. I look forward to seeing you on the next episode.